Happy Thursday, May 21st, 2026. Got a pretty decent show for you today. We got 10-1 on confidence hits yesterday. That was nice. Another day, you get to wake up with a little change in your pocket. It's a good day. Um, Tonight, looks like we've got more action in the NBA. And let's see, the data is leaning towards the Knicks. We don't have any confidence in that. So typically, I stay a spectator. Usually, if it gets down to the last game of a series, when it's series plays in playoff situations, if there's not confidence, I usually go with that last game. However, it's leaning for it to have confidence. That there have to be a lot of things that are um, completely correct, and it's a long calculation to get there, but it does exist and it does happen. As we see yesterday, we had 11, we got 10 of them right. So I mean, those are good. That's really fantastic, by the way, in the world of analytics and predictions. Anytime you can hit numbers like that, that's why I say every day that we win way more than we lose. It's just the real trick in all this is what are you going to do with the information. But tonight, the data leans towards New York Knicks, but it doesn't have confidence. In the MLB yesterday, we went 3-0 on our confidence picks, so got 100% there, and there's three more today. Again, um, really likes the Braves, likes the A's, and today it likes the Diamondbacks. That would be a new one recently. It'd be interesting to see how those things turn out. They do have confidence, so that they're safer than the others, but they're not perfect. Um, when humans engage in activities, there are millions of variables that come to play that you can't, you just can't measure them all. Um, in baseball, where you have games of three, or in multiple games of playoffs, some games just may or may not seem as important to every single player on each team. And the level of skill and excellence that these guys have, um, you, in team sports, you can't have one guy not giving everything, because everybody out there is giving everything. So, and people get tired. Things change, things happen, people get sick. You never know. So you can have something that appears to be a lock, and like I said, there are millions of other variables at play when they come together. So that's why I say every day, if you have somebody that says, "Hey, um, this is a lock," pay me $1 a month or whatever to get my list of locks, you don't need to do that. Just find four more people like me. Five is a good number that you tail, and if we're all pointing in the same direction, it's probably the safest bet you're going to have. And we'll do just as good as you know paywall guy, um, or maybe even better. Anyway, 10-1 is killing it. So yeah, NHL. We had a confidence pick in the NHL last night, and we did not hit that. Tonight, the data leans towards Carolina Hurricanes. Um, we'll definitely have to watch that and see what happens. It should be interesting. They're just getting their sub-series started too. In the WNBA, no confidence yesterday, but 2-1 on the data, so not bad. Um, Tonight, the data points to Toronto, New York, and Phoenix. We'll have to see what happens there too. And the UFL is off tonight. MLS is off tonight, which is good. It's not my favorite thing to do. Um, and then D1 baseball. And D1 baseball, that's really where we made a lot of our gains yesterday. So we couldn't predict every game because some of these things and they're in their playoffs at the moment, conference playoffs. So some of those teams that are to be played um, are tournaments that were going to be played were to be determined based on somebody else winning or losing. We do this too early to determine who that is in some of these cases. So yesterday in D1 we had um, at least 8 confidence picks, and we went 7-1 on that. So pretty good. The today we have I think it's about 6 picks today. So yeah, so with confidence today, D1 baseball, Texas Southern, Binghamton. Um, then it's going to be Fairfield, Mississippi State, Kent State, and Cal Poly. Um, those are your confidence picks for today. And I say this every day. Um, and I hope it's true that I'm not a bot, and hopefully you're not a bot. And let's all stay human, and more importantly, happy Thursday.